Okay, finally, we've seen what is happening currently in Africa as regards military coup taking place in every corner of African countries, and at the same time, we've seen most African countries clamor for military takeover because they said most of these African leaders are corrupt, and you know what? That it is our time the military takeover. Do you agree with this?
Yeah, I agree with this 125,000%. Do you know why? African countries that have staged coup, coup d'etat, now has gotten from 9 to how many, up to 12. Do you know what? What is going on in Burkina Faso? Burkina Faso actually hosted French regime. They are not interested in colonial masters anymore. Their French colonial masters have absconded, and Burkina Faso has actually edged out, booted out, sacked all the expatriate companies from France. Burkina Faso is now in control of all the expatriate companies, foreign companies that are from France right now. Indigenous company, Burkina Faso Indigenous company has taken over the whole Burkina Faso, employing Burkina Babes, that is people that are from Burkina Faso. Then what am I trying to say again? Look at Gabon. Gabon is from Eastern Africa. They have actually sacked democratically crooked politicians who have been worrying and troubling that country over the years. Emeka Mandi Bango, or the Bongo himself, that Bango of a man, for many years is in control of Gabon. And today we've seen military coming back to what? To remove him. Because the politicians in Africa agreed. They are working for their pockets. They are working for their offshore accounts in Europe, in Dubai, in America, in Southern Africa, leaving Africa countries to deteriorate economically and socially. Nothing is working all over Africa countries. Look at Cameroon now. Paul Biya has lost an election. He actually pretended as if he was in France for medication. He is dead. Paul Biya, listen. Paul Biya is dead. Africans, Paul Biya is dead, pretending he's alive in France, and France is helping to keep Paul Biya regime, because Paul Biya regime is for France. It is started since 1986. Paul Biya become Cameroonian president since 1986. Imagine myself being in secondary school that time. From 86 till now is 40 years. Paul Biya doesn't want to own it up that he's dead. That's why he's now pretending to have been on medication trip or leave in France. And today, Cameroon is boiling. I'm telling you, within this month of December and January, we are going to know the position of Cameroon, meaning another military junta is coming to take over in Cameroon. What are we saying? At Benin Republic, Mr. President Talon has gone. There is military takeover there, and Nigeria wanted to play the big brother role in Africa. The Nigerian government under Bola Ahmed Tinubu rolled out troops, our military troops, to Benin Republic. They went there and trying to foil the coup in Benin Republic, fighting a government that is allowed, welcomed by the Beninese. Beninese allowed military. They welcome military. They want military to take over, because the same thing that is going on in Nigeria is the same political issue, crisis going on in Benin Republic. The economy of that country is down. Nothing is working in Benin. That is Cotonou, the former Dahomey. And what is going on there now is that Tinubu has went there and bought a market he has not sold. Tinubu is looking for trouble in Benin Republic. And as I'm talking to you now, those coupists are still fighting the counter coup, and Nigeria is at the helms of it. Tinubu has not, you know...
Is that a good idea in your opinion?
I'm telling you, it's a bad idea, because Tinubu has not taken control of the internal conflict we are going through. Internally, we are facing insecurity as a serious internal issue in Nigeria. Banditry, insurgents like Boko Haram, Mahmouda, killer headers, I mean Fulani headers, they have taken over everywhere. They have sacked northern regions. ISWAP, Islamic State of West Africa, you know, province, has sacked northeast, that is Borno State, called northwest, that is Sokoto State, Zamfara, Katsina. Everywhere in Nigeria, Boko Haram, terrorism has actually taken over everywhere, and Tinubu is not concerned. He has gone to Benin Republic to fight a military takeover in Benin Republic that is accepted by Benin civilians, Benin citizens. They accepted military there. They are not like Nigeria. They are not afraid that place. So, and Tinubu want to what? Bring back the politicians that are stealing money, the national health, the national taxpayers' money in Benin Republic. Tinubu is going to install back the government that has been ousted by coupists, military government in Benin Republic. Tinubu is Benin Republic, Yoruba land, is Benin Republic, Sokoto land, is it Anambra land or southeast or south-south, where you are playing politics with weak, rigging elections here and forcing APC on all Nigerians. Look at what is going on in Benin. That's why our military jet, the jet fighter, the Jumbo, you know, Herculean fighter jet was seized by Ibrahim Traore. Ibrahim Traore seized Nigerian military fighter jet in Bobo, their soul in Burkina Faso, because he actually felt that Nigerian Air Force violated Burkina Faso airspace. Burkina Faso airspace was violated by Nigerian military, you know, Air Force, and with that we are bargaining among ourselves. How is this man going to release our NAF, that is Nigerian Air Force officers? It is getting to 8 days now. Traore sees our Air Force officers and locked them in jail. What happened? We violated their airspace because we were busy bombarding Cotonou, that is Republic of Benin, and our fuel ran out. Our naval, our Air Force, you know, jet landed in Burkina Faso to refuel. It cannot refuel anymore. That's why they seized our fighter jet in Burkina Faso.
C-130.
You see, I'm telling you, C-130 was seized by Ibrahim Traore. That's my boy, and he is right. Why? He is now telling Tinubu, release MAZI Nnamdi Kanu so that I will release your soldiers. Your soldiers are 11 in number. MAZI Nnamdi Kanu has not done anything. Release MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. I will release your soldiers. I will release your C-30 bomber, you know, jet fighter. Release Kanu. Order Finland to release Simon Ekpa. I will release 11 Nigerian Air Force officers seized in my country. That is Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso talking.
So, but should the 11 officers that were arrested, should their families start putting pressure on Tinubu and the government that they should do the needful so that their family or their husband can come home in peace?
See, listen, my brother. Tinubu is not listening to any family. Tinubu is not listening to Yoruba man, listening to Hausa man, listening to Igbo man. No, Tinubu is only listening to his offshore account. Tinubu is listening to his refinery in Cyprus. Tinubu is listening to the money he's making acquiring illegally to win 2027 election. That's why Tinubu doesn't want to listen to Ibrahim Traore requests, Igbo man request, Yoruba man request, and Hausa man request to make a bag of rice 5,000-7,000 as it was during Jonathan regime of 2011, 27, 28, 29, 2010, when bags of rice was cheap in 2013 and the 12. Tinubu only wanted 2027 election to be won by APC, political platform under which he is ruling Nigeria today. Tinubu is not listening to you and I. It's not about what you and I think or what we are going through. What Tinubu is after now is winning 2027 election. And Ibrahim Traore is fighting him, telling him to release MAZI Nnamdi Kanu until he could release those 11 Nigerian Air Force officers seized in Burkina Faso. Ogodogu is now the home of Nigerian C-30, C-130 jet bomber.
But will this not make the Nigerian military, you know, get angry, and this might lead to another
Nigerian military has been what? Weaponized against Nigerian integrity. Our national integrity, our soldier has gone against us, gone against you and I. You and I, we are civilians. Our soldier is supposed to be protecting you and I. But our soldiers, our police, our naval officers, all of them, they have turned against us. Why? They have monetized Nigerian military. Yes, paying them millions, billions, so that they will not, you know, ever stage military coup. There's nothing like military coup in Nigeria. Why? Tinubu has bought them with his money. He has been paying billions, trillions to defense. Defense, after budget in Nigeria every year, should buy what? Sophisticated weapons, highly technological weapons. How do they do it? Nigeria budget trillions. The highest department of government that receives the highest budget, annual budget expenditure every year is security, Ministry of Defense. At the end of the day, they give them the money, they budget this money, the Hausa man, the Fulani man, they go to Europe, they go to America, they will not buy anything. They will only buy fake firearms.
But you know,
substandard firearms.
But do you not think that's
and
why
the bandits
kidnapping
and Boko Haram are having upper hand over our own military, firearm or superiority, because the kind of arms they are buying from outside is substandard arms. That is what is going on.
Okay, but you said our budget is the security budget is
highest.
Is the highest, and at the same time,
where is the money?
Yeah, do you not think that's why insecurity, the kidnapping, and what have you on the high rate because of what they know that they are, or the money invested or kept for security is enormous.
Yes, it's enormous. The money is enormous, but it's getting into wrong hand. The kind of the military is leaking into the wrong hands. What do I mean here? The people in charge, look at Badaru. Badaru resigned because he's one of the sponsors of terrorists. That's why they retire Ahmad Badaru, the former army general staff.
Minister of Defense.
Minister of Defense. Yes, he's the one distributing money to the wrong hands, because we found out that Boko Haram is at least 65% in Nigerian military, thereby infiltrating Nigerian military superiority, bringing it down to zero. They are nowhere to be found on the continent of Africa. That's why Ibrahim Traore is still requesting, release MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, release Zapa. I will release your C-130 jet fighter and your 11 Nigerian Air Force officer. If you release MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, I will release your soldiers. Burkina Faso is still seizing those soldiers, and Nigeria is don't want to own it up and tell us the truth that the soldiers are not coming home today because Traore is not happy with what Tinubu is doing. What he has done with Omotocho to seize our military, to seize MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. You don't finish. You don't finish. So, end of this analysis today, and I believe that everybody has actually understood reasons why Nigerian soldiers, Nigerian jet C-130 was seized in Burkina Faso by Ibrahim Traore. Tinubu, do needful. Allow African countries coup. Allow military to intervene in other African countries whereby democracy has been messed up, like, it's being messed up in Nigeria. Politicians and presidents like you in Africa, they are not getting it right. That's why the military are rampaging all over West African economic community, West Africa, and even in Eastern Africa. The military has come to stop all of you. You people are crooked politicians. It is happening all over Africa. Thank you so much. Here ends this analysis.